Hey there, guys. Today I am outside of Taos, New Mexico to the west. We're up in the mountains. I'm up at about 10,032 feet. It's about 64 degrees today. But I just thought I would do this quick video from up here, and just absolutely gorgeous views. And but a verse, I ran across a verse this morning while I was reading, and I read in three different sections of the Bible all the time, and then plus wherever else I might read. That's just my reading plan. And I'm in Deuteronomy in the Old Testament, and just entered into chapter 5 where before they cross into the Promised Land, Moses is going to reiterate to a young generation in the 39th year before they cross over into the Promised Land, because Moses wasn't going to go, and he was going to reiterate the law and explain to them everything. And the people responded quickly to say, yes, we'll do all these things. And the Lord says, I hear their voice. I hear their voice. And he says this, though, very interesting, verse 29, chapter 5, verse 29. He says, "Oh, that they had such a heart in them, that they would fear me and keep all my commandments always, that it may go well with them and with their sons forever." And I got to thinking about that, especially the first part of that, where he says, "Oh, that they had such a heart in them, that they would fear me and keep all my commandments always." And I really got to thinking about that, and I thought, man, do I pray in such a way? Do I pray for myself in such a way that I would have a heart in me, oh God, to do your will, to carry out your will, not to just read your will and to know your will intellectually, but in the heart to carry it out through the mind, will, and emotions, and for my soul to take precedence over my body and my spirit to be in alignment with God's spirit and in his will that would take precedence over my soul. So the spirit in communion with the Spirit of God would be convicted and to take dominion over my soul, my mind, my will, and my emotions, to then take leadership over my body, which consists of my feelings and my speech and my actions. Because that's a right alignment with God. Before we were, if you've been saved, before you were saved, before you come to the knowledge of the Lord, been saved by his grace through faith, we had it all backwards. It was all about the body. We did everything to appease our feelings, and then and our mouth had no filter, and our actions had no filter. And so the body took precedence, and it took precedence over the soul, which is our mind, will, and emotions. And getting a little windy out here, so she's shaking a little bit. And we'll try to keep it short. And then, of course, our spirit was dead to God. So a right alignment, when we get made new, given a new heart, a heart of flesh, and he takes that heart of stone out and he writes his laws on our heart, as it says in both Jeremiah and Ezekiel, that we then, our spirit is made alive with him, and we have to learn to walk with him, to commune with his spirit. And our spirit is to take control and dominance over our souls, which is our mind, will, and emotions. And that is to take dominance over the body, over the flesh, over how I feel and how I speak, and what actions I do. And I got to be honest, there's times I don't control. I'm not in the right alignment at the moment. And so there we go. That is truly a classic right there. Got a little windy up here, so we're going to cut it short. See you later. Thanks, guys. And go check out Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 29. God bless. Bye-bye.